So students, let us continue with the superconductivity. So in the last lectures, we talked about the phenomena of superconductivity. Okay, so in the last lectures, we were started with the phenomena of superconductivity. Then I told you about the critical or transition temperature, Meissner effect, properties of the superconductors. Okay, the properties change which are responsible for the which are varying during the superconducting phenomena. And then today we are going to discuss the most important article of this chapter, which is London equations. London's equations. So students, it has been observed that the normal Maxwell equations, the normal equations of the electromagnetics, which is the Maxwell equations, are not valid for the superconducting materials. So therefore, some treatment of those equations needs to be done so that we can make them applicable for the superconducting materials. So Maxwell electromagnetic equations did not give the satisfactory explanation for the electrodynamics of superconductors, for example, the zero resistance and perfect diamagnetism. So there were two scientists, F. London and H. London, in 1935, who proposed a modification of the electrodynamic equations. According to London theory, it was assumed that it was assumed that there are two types of conduction electrons. There are two types of conduction electrons in the superconductors. That is, normal electrons and superelectrons. The variation of entropy with temperature suggests that the number of normal conducting electrons the number of normal conducting electrons decreases below transition temperature. Decreases below transition temperature, while that of superconducting electrons increases below transition temperature. Okay, so what does it say? That if this is the transition temperature, let us say T, right, and this is the superconducting state and this is the normal state, ठीक है, ये वो टेम्परेचर है जहाँ पे आपका नॉर्मल मटेरियल सुपर कंडक्टिंग स्टेट में चला जाएगा. सो दिस इज योर सुपर कंडक्टिंग स्टेट. So in the superconducting state, see, what did London propose? That there are two types of electrons in the superconducting materials. One is normal electrons, which are there in the normal conducting materials. Normal electrons are there, and another one is superconducting electrons. Superconducting electrons. ठीक है, दो तरह के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं, नॉर्मल इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड सुपर कंडक्टिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो इफ दिस इज द ट्रांजिशन टेम्परेचर, देन बिलो दिस टेम्परेचर, below this transition temperature, if this is the superconducting state, then in the superconducting state the concentration of the superconducting electrons increases. The concentration of the superconducting electron decreases, whereas the concentration of the normal electrons decreases. Okay, however, this is opposite on the other side. If you see the normal in the normal state of the material, the concentration of the, after this transition temperature or after this critical temperature, the concentration of the normal electrons increases, whereas the concentration of the superconducting electron decreases. Okay, so therefore, and at 0 Kelvin, all the electrons are superconducting. जब मटेरियल 0 केल्विन पे होगा तो सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आपके सुपर कंडक्टिंग स्टेट में चले जाएंगे. ऑल द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर सुपर कंडक्टिंग इन नेचर, एंड above this critical temperature, above Tc, all the electrons will be normal, normal electrons. So therefore, the total current density of a superconductor is given by J is equal to Jn plus Js, where J is the total current density Jn is the current density of normal electrons, and Js is the current density of superconducting electrons. Okay, so total current density of the superconducting materials is given by J is equal to Jn plus Js. Now if, let us say, Ns is the number of superconducting electrons, and Nn is the number of normal electrons, then and also if Vn, if Vn is the velocity, is the average velocity of normal electrons, and let's say if Vs is the velocity of superconducting electrons, then we also know that current density is given by what, EnV, right? J is equal to, because we know that J is equal to NEV, V according to the free electron theory. So J must be equal to E N S V S, which is the current density due to the superconducting electrons, plus the current density due to the normal electrons. So the current density due to the normal electrons would be E N N V N. Okay. Let us say this is, or let it like this. So J is equal to the combination of the current densities of both the current density of the normal electrons and the current density of the superconducting electrons. Now let us say a constant electric field E is applied. Let us say a constant electric field E is applied to the superconducting material, right? We know that the superconducting electrons, they will not face any resistance because the resistivity will be zero in the superconducting state. So the superconducting electrons, they will not face any resistance, and the electric field gives the electrons an acceleration, right? So it means that the superconducting electrons, they are assumed to behave in the electric field just as the free electrons. And we know that for free electrons, mass into acceleration dvs upon dt is the acceleration of the superconducting electrons due to the electric field, due to the applied electric field. This is equal to what? Force, and force is equal to E. Okay. Now below the transition temperature Tc, or the critical temperature Tc, it can be assumed that the total current density is due to the superconducting electrons. Tc, if this is Tc, this is the superconducting state and this is the normal state. So in this state, let us assume that because the major contribution is due to the superconducting electrons, right? So in this state, the concentration of the superconducting electrons will be quite high as compared to concentration of the normal electrons. So let us assume that below this critical temperature, Js is equal to E Ns Vs, and djs by dt, we are just differentiating this one. So djs by dt is equal to E Ns dvs by dt, or we can just substitute the value of dvs by dt from here in this equation. So this will become E N S, and ds by dt is E by m. So this is equal to E square ns E by m. Okay. So the relation is djs by dt is equal to E square ns E upon m, and this is the basic relation. This is the, let us say this is equation number 1. So this is the basic relation describing the absence of resistance, and this is known as the London equation. This is known as first London equation, This is known as the first London equation. ठीक है. So इस equation से clear है, if you see this equation carefully, this equation states that no electric field is necessary unless the current charges changes. Unless the current changes, ठीक है. चेंज हो रहा है करंट में तो आपका इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है, right? If there is no change in the current density, then obviously this will be equal to 0. This part will be equal to 0. अगर ये स्टडी हो जाए, मान लीजिए ये आपकी करंट डेंसिटी स्टडी होगी, तो this E will be equal to 0, right? The steady currents may be set up in the absence of electric field. So this is most important conclusion, that steady currents in the superconducting state, because we are talking about the superconducting current density. So the steady currents may be set up in the absence of electric field. In the absence of electric field. Okay, so this is the phenomena of superconductivity, right? So this is my first London equation, and this is the conclusion of this equation, that in if there is no change in the current density, then the electric field will also be equal to 0. That means steady currents that can be set up in the absence of the electric field. Okay, so now the equation for normal current density is, we know that J is equal to, the equation for normal current density is Jn. This is for the normal electrons. So Jn is equal to what? Sigma n into E. We know that this is surface current density into applied electric field, which is equal to, if you go through your first chapter, the transport properties of metals, you might be knowing that sigma n is equal to n E square upon m into tau. Okay, so I'm just substituting this value of sigma n over here, and then this is further multiplied by E, because E is also here, so I'm just taking it here. So this is the current density. So this equation states that the electric field is necessary for a steady current. If you see this equation, then it is clear that E is necessary for Jn. If there is no field, there will not be current density, right? So it states that electric field is, तो नॉर्मल स्टेट में ऐसा नहीं है. नॉर्मल स्टेट में if there is even if there is no variation in the current density, the electric field is there, right? So electric field is necessary for a steady current. If E is equal to 0, Jn becomes 0, unlike the superconducting state. Superconducting state में क्या था? अगर आपका E 0 है तो Jn भी 0 है. सॉरी, Jn 0 नहीं है, राइट? सो ऐसा नॉर्मल स्टेट में नहीं होता है, becomes 0 unlike the superconducting state. ठीक है, सुपरकंडक्टिंग स्टेट में उल्टा था. सो नाउ let us write the Maxwell equations. We know that Maxwell equations for electric field is del dot E is equal to minus dB by dt, and for magnetic field the relation is del dot H is equal to Js plus dB by dt. ओके, और इस इक्वेशन को आप कैसे लिख सकते हो? डेल क्रॉस बी इज इक्वल टू म्यू नॉट इंटू जे एस प्लस डी वी बाई डी टी. ओके, वाई? बिकॉज बी इज इक्वल टू म्यू नॉट एच होता है, राइट? सो एच इज इक्वल टू बी अपॉन म्यू नॉट. तो यहाँ पे जब आप h को b में चेंज करोगे, so your mu naught will go this side. Okay, so here Js is the current density of the superconducting electrons. Js is the current density of superconducting electrons. Sorry, this is dt, displacement current. ठीक है, okay. So now, unless the field is varying very rapidly with time, this dd by dt must be equal to 0. ठीक है, जब अगर बहुत रैपिडली वेरी होगा तब इसकी कुछ क्वांटिटी होगी, अदरवाइज इट विल नॉट बी हैविंग ए वेरी significant value. Okay, so this factor is negligible as compared to Js. So therefore, inside the superconductor, the Maxwell equations will take the form del dot E is equal to minus dB by dt, which is the first one, and second one will take the form del dot B is equal to mu naught Js. Okay, let us say this is my equation number, let's say this is 1, this is 2, and let's say this is number 3, and this is equation number 4. Okay, now let us put the value of E in this equation, in equation number 3. E की वैल्यू हम पुट करेंगे, कहाँ से पुट करेंगे? फ्रॉम दिस वन, या फ्रॉम दिस वन, फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 1. ठीक है, इक्वेशन नंबर 1 से E की वैल्यू पुट करेंगे. E की वैल्यू क्या होगी? M इधर चला जाएगा, बाकी आपका नीचे आ जाएगा. सो विल पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ E फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 1 इनटू इक्वेशन नंबर 3, so that the equation number 3 could be modified into minus dB by dt is equal to this right hand side, this is equal to E की वैल्यू यहाँ पे मैं सब्सटीट्यूट कर रही हूँ. so this is M divided by ns E square del क्रॉस js. js क्या था? सॉरी, js was djs by dt था, तो इसको मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? ये लिख रही हूँ where this js dot is equal to djs by dt. okay, so ये मैंने यहाँ पे पुट कर दिया. now del क्रॉस js dot is equal to, इसको मैं इधर ले जाती हूँ, so that this will become minus ns e square by m into dB by dt. ओके, अच्छा, इसको मैंने दोनों तरफ इंटीग्रेट किया, तो इंटीग्रेट करने के बाद क्या होगा? डिफरेंशिएशन, इंटीग्रेटिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम, सो दिस विल बिकम डेल क्रॉस जे. अभी जेएस जो था, जेएस डिफरेंशिएशन था ये, सो ये कैंसिल हो गया, तो डिफरेंशिएशन विल बी कैंसल्ड आउट एंड दिस इज डेल क्रॉस जेएस. दिस इज इक्वल टू minus ns e square by m and this dB by dt, so this will remain as b. okay, so this means del cross js is equal to minus ns e square upon m into b. so if this is my equation number 5, then equation number 5 is the second London equation. This is the second London equation. Okay, so equation number 1 and equation number 5 both together are known as London's equations. This one, yeah, equation number 1 and equation number 5 both together are known as London equations. London equations. Is this clear, students? Any doubt? Yes, students, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So students, after this, a very important parameter which is known as the penetration depth. Penetration depth क्या होती है from the London's equation. So this is in continuation with this article only. So from Maxwell equation, if you see this equation number 4, del cross B is equal to mu naught Js. Okay, इसको हम क्या करेंगे, let us take curl on both sides of this equation so that this will become del cross B is equal to del mu naught को बाहर ले लो, so this is del cross Js. ठीक है, दोनों तरफ कर लिया आपने. तो we also know that the cross product of three vectors is equal to what? You must be knowing it from the vector algebra. So the cross product of three vectors is equal to del into del dot B minus del square B. We also know that del dot B क्या होता है? Del dot B is equal to 0. So this part will become 0. So only this would be this would left over here. So it means इसको मैं यहाँ पे substitute कर देती हूँ. So this is minus del square B is equal to mu naught del cross Js. Okay. Now let us use the London equation, the second London equation here in this equation. तो ये जो del cross Js है, इसकी वैल्यू आप यहाँ से यहाँ सब्सटीट्यूट करोगे. So this will become del square B is equal to minus mu naught ns e square upon m into B, or you can say del square B is equal to माइनस से माइनस कैंसिल हो जाएगा. सो दिस विल बी म्यू नॉट एन एस ई स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई एम इंटू बी. ओके, सो ये जो फैक्टर है, दिस फैक्टर इज अ कांस्टेंट फैक्टर एंड दिस इज सब्सटीट्यूटेड बाय द टर्म 1 अपॉन लैम्डा स्क्वायर. इसको हम रिप्लेस करेंगे 1 अपॉन लैम्डा स्क्वायर से. सो 1 अपॉन लैम्डा स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू म्यू नॉट एन एस ई स्क्वायर बाई एम. ठीक है, ये यहाँ पे हम पुट करेंगे. सो दिस विल बिकम del square b is equal to 1 upon lambda square into b, where, as I told you, 1 upon lambda square is equal to mu naught ns e square by m, or lambda is a parameter whose value is equal to m upon mu naught n e square, इसका अंडर रूट आ जाएगा. राइट, so here this lambda is known as the penetration depth. Penetration depth. Okay, penetration depth क्या है? See, students, magnetic field जब आप सुपर कंडक्टिंग स्टेट में जाते हो फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल स्टेट, राइट, तो क्या होता है, मैग्नेटिक लाइंस ऑफ फोर्स उससे जो सुपर कंडक्टिंग मटेरियल होता है उससे कम्प्लीटली एक्सपेल आउट हो जाती है. मटेरियल आपका डायमैग्नेटिक हो जाता है. मीजनर इफेक्ट में भी वी ऑल्सो स्टडीड द सेम थिंग, राइट. सो जो expelling of magnetic lines of force होता है, that is not abrupt, that is not sudden नहीं है. वो कैसे होता है? ऐसे होता है, exponential decay होता है उसमें, magnetic lines of force में. So if this is B and this is the depth of penetration, this is the depth of penetration, let's say x or lambda. Okay, so the flux density, you can say that the flux density decays exponentially in superconductor falling 1 upon E of its value at the surface at distance lambda is called London penetration depth. ठीक है, तो सरफेस से अगर ये मान लीजिए सरफेस पे बी की वैल्यू है, तो जहाँ पे ये 1 अपॉन ई टाइम्स हो जाएगी, मान लीजिए सरफेस पे बी की वैल्यू बी नॉट है, ठीक है, तो थोड़े टाइम के बाद क्योंकि एक्सपोनेंशियल डिके हो रहा है, तो थोड़े टाइम के बाद जिस टाइम के बाद ये आपका बी अपॉन बी जिस लेंथ के ऊपर ये बी अपॉन ई रह जाएगा, 1 अपॉन ई टाइम्स बी नॉट रह जाएगा, उस लेंथ को आप क्या बोलोगे, पेनिट्रेशन डेप्थ। मान लीजिए यहाँ पे आपकी जो वैल्यू है वो 1 अपॉन ई रह गई, दिस वन, राइट, so this is your lambda, this is your penetration depth, this is your London's penetration depth. Okay, so this is another important thing. Is it clear, students? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I think that's all for today, and maybe in the next lecture we are going to complete this chapter, 5th chapter, and then only one small chapter is left, and which will hardly take 3 to 4 lecture. Okay, so आपका ये कब तक है, सेशन कब तक है? What is your last day of teaching?
Ma'am, 15 December.